Howdy, beautiful Bart here, and welcome.
Move out, fighting!
Just pulling out another game that, whenever I'm running out of things that I really want to play that can hold my interest or anything else, there's a few that I can go back to that, just are entertaining. Yeah. And this is one of them. Your melee attack. Got your grapple, which you can use to pull you across, or while you're there you can also hit parachute. There's aircraft, motorcycles, vehicles, motorcycles, ATVs, tuk-tuks, golf carts, helicopters, jets, propeller aircraft, all kind of things to fly and drive. Of course, this is unarmed stuff here, but you can also get fighter planes and fighter attack helicopters with guns or guns and missiles. And the one thing I loved about this game, Just Cause 2 and 3, I've got both. I don't have 4 yet. I probably will, just not yet. And of course, it decides it wants to be at nighttime. Of course, it's pretty at nighttime. But just because I want to show you everything here, if you can see it, you can go to it. And the map is pretty freaking huge. Let's see, F1. That's where I am. And this is the entire map you can go to. This island up here has some stuff that is interesting, but you can see this is the entire map, and I'm only in one little small sliver of it. But if you can see it, you can go to it. Like the big city over there, no problem. I can fly right over to it. I can drive to it. I can walk to it. I can swim to it. I can get into boats, jet skis, whatever. Actually, since this game I'm at 95.7%, I could care less about doing the skydiving events or the races. But pretty much all the cities, all the towns, anything that's major, like, see, that's 100%ed. The theme of Just Cause 2 was based around a quote-unquote fictional Pan-Asian based environment like Cambodia, Laos, or Thailand. Kind of a Thailand based theme. The writing kind of reminds me of Thai a little bit. But there's all kinds of different things you can find out here to blow up. Just happen to have pretty much everything blown up already. So once you've got this far, what the hell is here to do? Well, you can still go around and create mayhem. Nice clouds and lightning in the background and stuff like that. Oh, pardon the sniffles. I want to find an attack helicopter. Now, were you trying to get everything completed? Places like this are going to have surface-to-air missiles, and as soon as you fly over them, they're going to light your ass up. I don't see an attack helicopter. I mean, that's a cargo helicopter there, but now you can do things with the grappling hook, like hook onto buildings, hook onto vehicles, and drag them, or people, Still create mayhem. There's statues that you have to knock over as part of clearing the map. You can actually hook onto them and hook them to a vehicle or a helicopter or whatever, and pull them apart with the vehicles. Like the mountain, if I want to go over those mountains, I can fly to those mountains and go up top. There's one spot where there's a skyscraper. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of the buildings from Kuala Lumpur. We got the Twin Towers. get all the way on top of the Twin Towers, jump off, and use your parachute, and you can glide for an awful damn long time. Hey, look, the town's complete. Now, as an example, you see there, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's things that are flashing down here on the ground. To upgrade your weapons and vehicles and so forth, you can actually grab these parts. Yeah, let's see if I can land without totally screwing up. So there's one right over here, and there's one on the backside over there. These are parts. Those vehicle parts, use those for, naturally, for upgrading your vehicles. And this is weapons parts, so you can use these to upgrade. I don't know if you saw on the mini map there on the upper left, was actually, oh, am I blocking the road? Hey, welcome back, bud. ATVs. So you use those to upgrade your stuff. There's also the black market. I guess the easiest way for me to go about this is actually to find this little clear spot here, and I can call on the black market, and I can get vehicles delivered to me wherever I want them. Helicopters, boats, planes, cars, trucks, whatever. I got a monster truck, I think, available to me. A tuk-tuk with gun on it. So let's do that. Let's come over here and land. Let's get out of that pathetic, unarmored helicopter. Alright, so black market. Come on, Sheldon. Give me something good. You can get extraction, get airlifted somewhere, you get vehicles, equipment. Let's look at the equipment list. Grenades, Desert Eagle, a multi-lock missile launcher. So it'll actually lock onto multiple targets, which is kind of fun. I do have a bunch of the DLC as well. There's Rico's signature gun, his regular parachute, Scorpion parachute, Firestorm, Camo, Chaos. Usually that's the one I go with. Tiger, the thruster, adds a little jetpack to your parachutes. So you got oh, it's still fun. It's like Captain America look there. The Bullseye assault rifle is not bad, semi-automatic. The revolver, that's what I'm carrying now. Sniper rifle is not bad. Assault rifle, we usually use that quite a bit. Sawed-off shotgun. The usuals. And you got the grenade launcher, a lot of fun. Regular rocket launcher. But I want a vehicle. I'll show you the list of vehicles I have available here. That dirt bike, Tuk-Tuk Boom Boom, which is a little tuk-tuk, which is a three-wheeled motorcycle slash vehicle with a cannon mounted to the roof of it. Dragonfly jet fighter, ice cream truck with a big plow thing on the front, monster truck with machine gun and grenade launcher, jet plane, I don't know if that's got guns or not, speedboat with guns, little mini helicopter with, you know, weak-ass guns on it, but still okay. ATV, it's not bad, it's kind of fast. And it's got guns. Their idea of a tank in this game. It's just a wheeled vehicle with a turret on top. Here's the Havoc. Let's go ahead and get a Havoc. Gonna cost me 100,000 credits. Oh no. Stand by for delivery.
Try not to break it now. Hell, who am I trying to fool?
So my helicopter is being delivered by a helicopter. Am I not parking so close to my freaking helicopter there, bro? Alright, so I got machine guns and rockets with this guy. Oh no.
Reporting hostiles in the sector. All units intercept.
You can shoot down trees. You have infinite rockets and infinite machine gun ammo. You start getting your heat level up. Oh, got a helicopter coming. Really start getting more and more helicopters coming at you. It gets a little bit wild after you get up to level 5, and you've got a buttload of freaking helicopters coming at you, boats coming at you, ground vehicles, people shooting at you from the ground, that kind of stuff. For those who don't have the extra bucks to get Just Cause 4, hell, there's nothing wrong with Just Cause 2 and 3. Some more weapons parts or something there. Like I said, whenever I get bored, this is a game that I come to, because you can, nothing else, you can just sit here and fly around, blow shit up.
We have hostiles in the area. Sending all available units.
Now, I said there was no multiplayer for this game. However, there was an outcry for years of people saying, hey, this game needs multiplayer. So you would think that the developer of the game would listen to the people who, oh, thanks for the sub, for all the people who would honestly just wanted multiplayer for this game. You know, you would think the developers would listen and say, okay, well, our community really, really wants this game to be multiplayer. No, they didn't really pay attention to it. A team of mod developers actually created a multiplayer mod for this game, and it was outstanding. Multiplayer in this game is based on the server, and different servers can configure their way of play however they wanted. And God, there were some really good servers out there. There was faction-based stuff. There was demolition derbies you could get into. I mean, there's just so many different possibilities, so many different servers that were available. This airport turned into a gathering spot in most of them, where you'd have people out here on the runway just blasting around on whatever cars they could spawn in. And some of them you could just spawn whatever you wanted, car-wise, vehicle-wise, whatever, and just have fun. Some of them allowed you to do some construction and building. Yeah, every server was a little bit different, but there was just the possibilities opened up big time, and it's all because of the mod developers. Well, you'd have thought they would have paid attention to that and say, oh, well, you know, they took a game that was pretty much dead. Just Cause 2 was done for. It had been out for a few years. Nobody really cared about it as much. It's still a fun game to play. Only speaking English here, bud. Sorry. But they took a game that was already marked down to like $3 on Steam. You know, because it's like, hell, nobody's playing it. Nobody wants this game anymore. Shit, it's a load of fun, but nobody wants this game anymore. They brought out the multiplayer mod for this game, and the price immediately jumped right back up to $28, $29, $30. I mean, immediately jacked the price back up because now there's a multiplayer mod. And at first they didn't endorse it, but once they endorsed it and saw that everybody was wanting to buy the damn game, their sales were climbing. Oh well, shit, we're gonna have to raise the price back up, and they raised it up to that $30 price point. And yeah, you're gonna rake in the cash, but you're not gonna do anything about the mod. You're not gonna bring multiplayer in. So when they announced Just Cause 3 is coming out, You got the wingsuit, and you got, oh man, there's so much more you can do, and it wasn't really that much more you could do. They just added a wingsuit and a few other little things here and there. But you would have thought that lesson learned from Just Cause 2, we attach multiplayer to this, and we'll have a game that's fun for a lot of people. We'll sell a bunch of copies and that kind of stuff. And guess what? No multiplayer. Kind of shot themselves in the foot there. From what I understand, somebody made a multiplayer mod for Just Cause 3. Okay, but it shouldn't be up to a team of mod developers. It should have been the game developer that brought out the frickin' multiplayer from the get-go. How do you bring out a game that you want to be popular and not have multiplayer? I mean, just for the retards at Crackstar, they brought out Red Dead Redemption only on console. PC crowd like myself complained, and a lot of people complained, why would you only bring it on console? A lot more people that would love to see it on PC that will never play it because it's not on PC. Lucky bastard, you got away. So then you would think that they would have listened to the PC community and saying, hey, if you bring this out on PC, you'll get a lot more sales. Not saying that there's more people who play PC than there is consoles, but honestly, when it comes to game development stuff, I will never develop anything for consoles, ever. I will not develop for consoles, I will not develop for Android, none of that stuff. I don't speak Portuguese. I'm sorry, I have nothing against Portugal or Spain or any other foreign countries or languages, but I'm good old American, and that's all I speak is English. I don't speak much German anymore, so meine Deutsch ist schlecht. I don't speak any other languages, sorry. I'm just flying around chit-chatting right now anyway, so yeah, but I'm not. This is another spot that I was looking for. Love coming out here. Just killing time with this spot. You've got all these little desert areas, but you've got ramps and jumps and stuff like that. Get a vehicle, come out here, and this is actually part of a stunt race that you have to do. But you can come back at any time with any vehicle and just drive around here and do this. You got ramps all over the place out here, and if you hit them the right way, you can get some really cool jumps. If you hit them the wrong way, you can, yeah, blow yourself up. Ramps over here, ramps over there, ramps all over the place. I'm nodding and pointing like you guys can see me. Oh, shit. There's a mountain there. Put your hands on the wheel there, schmuck boy. Well, let's do that. I want the car. Your car sucks. Do you even listen? That's what I've been talking about for the last 10 minutes was Just Cause and multiplayer. You're gonna blow your horn at me. Yeah, that's what I was talking about for the last 10 minutes was Just Cause series of games and multiplayer. You know what? I want your motorcycle. What the fuck was that about? Oh, I forgot. The right mouse button is actually throw a grenade.
Salva mia.
Son of a hoop. And your frickin' motorcycle blew up. You rotten bastard. can tell this game was built thinking about console scrubs. It has auto aim. Go away. I just got a damn Jeep. And you ruined my damn Jeep. You know how much I love my Jeeps. Yes, I was saying that Just Cause did not have multiplayer. Just Cause 2 came out, and there was no multiplayer. But, you know, after years of people complaining, hey, there's no multiplayer. Why is there no multiplayer? Finally, a mod team actually created multiplayer, a mod for the game. By that time, the game was already down to like $3 on Steam. Yeah, I don't give a shit what you do with dogs. Seriously. Those kind of comments are really uncalled for and unnecessary and not part of what the conversation is. But, yep. I wanted a Jeep, sorry. So yeah, one of those things where the game developers really need to listen to their freaking community. And honestly, with the number of people who wanted a multiplayer for Just Cause 2, and the only way they could finally get it was a mod team actually had to create it. The developer of the game couldn't even create it. So, that pissed off a lot of people, but, you know, hey, at least finally got multiplayer for Just Cause 2. You'd think they would learn for Just Cause 3, but no, it came out, no multiplayer. But I believe that somebody may have done a multiplayer mod for Just Cause 3, but I just... whatever. Oh, shit. Oh, we got to go. These vehicles kind of suck. Let's call on something fun. You used to have a bunch of different mods installed for this game as well, where it reduced or removed the price from all this stuff. I mean, what else are you going to spend your money on here? But still, you know.
Try not to break it, man.
Yeah. Shut up and give me a damn truck. Not like a monster truck with, oh, I don't know, machine guns and a grenade launcher. Boats with the same weapon loadout. So, I mean, you know, we've already moved past all of that stuff instead of rehashing something I was already talking about. Oh, shit, not paying attention here. Watching chat instead of the game. What the hell is your problem? Red Dead Redemption. And that's what I was complaining about this time. How are you guys still alive? I just launched 87 freaking grenades at you guys. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption. You would think that the crackheads at Rockstar would listen to the community and say, hey, release this shit on PC. Release it on PC, release it on PC. But no. they bring out Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's only for the console peasants. Console scrubs, however you wish to look at them. You know, my philosophy is, why cater? And I don't like consoles. I don't like the controllers. I don't like the fact that there's already a good PC game market out there. Why do you need to create a secondary system for Xbox and then PlayStation, and then only let it sit there for a couple of years and then say, oh, well, you got to buy a whole new console because now it's the PS94 or Xbox 390 or whatever the hell it is nowadays. I don't care. I don't care what they are. I think it's absolutely stupid to bring out, well, you got to get this latest, newest console if you want to play the latest, newest titles. Or you can just build a damn PC and don't have to worry about it. A decent PC build, and I'm not talking about just an average Walmart potato, but I'm talking about a decent build will last you 5 years and better. That's still longer than the average consoles last me, it seems like. Xbox 360, Xbox One, whatever. I mean, what is the point of having to do all this? And then, sorry, I mean, Sony has to jump in, and they got to create their consoles. And now you got two different consoles trying to bid for Monty's credit card because, you know, the majority of people who play are under the age of 18, don't have a frickin' job, and all they're doing is, you know, relying on somebody else to pay for shit for them. Nope. Guess to play. Excuse me, why are you shooting at me? Grab this and connect it to you, and then do that. What the hell? Alright, well, let's try it this way. Connect this to you, and do that. I am trying to have fun. Yes, well, I'm not a console fan. Yeah, I just died. Alright, so that's what I want to do here, is I want to grab a civilian. Really? You. Go to you. Yay! Oh, shit. He has to come back on me.
We have a visual. Requesting backup.
So yeah, I don't get into the whole console thing. There's just no need to have two consoles, and then PCs, and then Macs, and then Android, and then Nintendo whatevers, and, you know, why? Why do we need all that stuff? Buy a damn PC, deal with it. Nothing wrong with PC gaming. Who the hell is shooting at me now? So, it really just torques my nuts that, you know, Red Dead Redemption 2 would be an absolute great game, but you didn't bring it out on PC. See ya. That didn't kill him. Love to play the game. I'm not buying a freaking console just so I can play one game, so that I can get a controller that I don't like. I'm getting old. I don't have time to be fooling with a damn controller. Why are you shooting me? $50 grenade. Are you still alive? Not anymore. ATV. You know, when I first learned about this game, there was a demo available for it, free to download and free to play. You got just seriously a small portion of the map and a few vehicles you could actually use, and I had so much fun with the friggin' demo. I was like, oh shit, I gotta have this game. Like I said, it's been years ago, and like I said, I still come back in here and play this game. Just get in here and just run around and just goof off and do shit. I'll probably put Just Cause 3 back in. Of course, I probably lost my save game for it. Oh, come on, Rico, you pussy, get up. I've never got used to the frickin' the wingsuit in Just Cause 3. Not saying it's not a useful thing, I just never used it much. I mean, once you know, I haven't played this game in a while, but once you get used to using just the parachute and the grapple hook, you can stay up on this thing for as long as you want to. Of course, there's less to do whenever you already got everything completed, so it's just a matter of just driving around, wrecking shit, and occasionally saying, you know what, screw it, and try to get your heat level up to 5 and see how long you can last. Yes, I will take your car. Alright, well, this is Just Cause 2. No one's going to hang around and chat while I play, then I'll go play something. Was doing some development stuff today, and got some good work done this morning, and I got to the point where I know what I'm doing. I know how to do what I want to do. I just can't decide on the best way to actually do it. Does that make sense? Oh, excuse me, pardon me. If this is supposed to be a Pan-Asian country, like, well, I don't know, like Thailand, they drive on the left, not on the right. Just saying. Yeah, creating the character creation screen, and when you're in the main menu, you can select to go to your create your character, so that you can make it work as part of your save game. I remember the game being this fidgety for hitting every little tiny popple or tree or whatever else. Yeah, I mean, I had it on the main menu, everything looks good, and yeah, this car's just about had it. Take that, baby Panay. I'm sorry, you were saying? Any game in the world, handbrake is spacebar. In this game, no. You press spacebar and you jump out and you parachute. Yes, I know I can change my controls, but you're sitting here kicking along, driving, having a good old time, and all of a sudden you want to do a handbrake turn, and then, oh, never mind, you parachute out.
Alert! Reports of hostile in the area. All available units respond.
Yeah. Alright, so, yeah. So I got the character creation screen. Sorry, focusing on this, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Go to the main menu, select your create character or whatever, and you see an actual image of your character, and he's animated. He's just kind of like doing an idle animation, bopping his head around and shit. And you can change between male or female character. And then you can change, well, do I want a hat? Do I want to have hair? Do I want to whatever? You can pick a few options there. And then whenever you save that, it actually commits it to your save game so that when you now play the different maps, that's your character. And you can always go back in the main menu and change your character around. But you have to go to the main menu to do it. You can't do it while you're in the game, naturally. I may change that later on, but for now, it's set up to where you can only change your character in the main menu, and it commits it to the save game. And I'll get it just about right, and everything working the way it's supposed to, and then I'm like, oh, how am I going to interface this with the multiplayer? And then, wait a minute, how am I going to do this for later when I add in another asset pack? Because I'm using the City Studios Explorer pack, and there's only just a male character and female character. Okay, you have a choice of 3 hats, and if you have a hat, you have different hair for if you have a hat or not, or you can say no hair. So there's 3 hair choices to work with, 3 hats to work with, 2 genders to work with. Yeah. So get everything just about done, and like, well, what about this? What about whenever I bring in the another asset pack and bring in more cars or more characters or more whatever? How is this going to react to this? So then I'll tear it all apart and rebuild it again. And then I'll start going through, well, what about this? Well, shit, now I got to tear it down and rebuild it again. So I ended up tearing it down and rebuilding it probably 5 times this morning. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just taking a break and walking away from it. In fact, I don't even know where I was at whenever I left off. So I will worry about it later. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I will talk with you guys later. Thanks for watching.